This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My screen is visible for you and my voice is audible. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
So, what was the last class we had done about statistical functions? So, information functions I have done, right? So, that means
Yes, ma'am.
is even, is odd, and the is text. So,
Yes,
are you
ma'am.
people having any doubts in that particular functions like mathematical functions, statistical functions, information functions we had done in the last class, right? Any doubts in the things which you have learned yesterday?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So then let us continue. So let me go with the next type of functions. So that means the date and time functions. Okay. Date and time functions. So the first type of function is nothing but the, so first one is about the today. So it displays the current time. Okay, so sorry, current date. Okay, so today, so it displays the current date. Okay, understanding, girls? So what is the date today? So that particular thing will be displayed. So according to the system. Okay, according to the system. So what is the date today? So that means the 31st January. Okay, so it is displaying like this. But in my system, I have the format of the date as first month. Okay, so first month, and then the date, and then the year. So in which format you people are you having in your system? So that particular format only you have to apply the functions here. Understanding? So uh, that is about the date and time functions here. Okay, so date and time functions. So the first one is about the today. Today. Okay, so today is nothing but, so it will be displaying you the current date. That means the today's date it will be displaying you. Say for example is equal to today. Okay, so is equal to today, open bracket and the close bracket. Okay, is equal to today, open bracket, close bracket. So and then press enter here. So now I'll be getting the today's date. So that means the current date here. Understanding? So this is about the today function. Okay, so you just select is equal to today open bracket and the close bracket, that's all. So now you will be getting the current date. So this will be working according to the current date which is present in the laptop or in your desktop. Okay, so in your laptop or in your desktop, whichever the date you are having currently. So if you are having the wrong date also, so the wrong date only will be displayed here, like that. Understanding, girls? Okay, so now press enter. So now we will be getting the current date here. So that means the date which is displaying according to the currently which is displaying according to the system here. So that is about the date function. I mean today. Okay, understanding? Next one. Next one. It is about the now. Okay, now. Say is equal to again now open bracket, so again close bracket. Okay, is equal to now open bracket and then close bracket, so again press enter. Okay, say now in the case of this particular function what will happen. So in the case of this now, so it will be displaying you displays the current date and current time. Okay, so it will be displaying you the current date and the current time. Okay, so this is about the now function. Understood? Any doubts, girls?
No, ma'am.
Ha. So the next one is about the date. Okay. Okay, so what is this date? So it will be displaying you the specified date. So whichever the date we will be specifying according to that particular format only, it will be displaying you. So that is about the date function. Okay, say now for example is equal to date open bracket. Okay, so now it will be displaying you the year. Okay, so year it will be displaying you. So the particular year which we want we have to give here. So now for example I am giving here as 1947. Okay, so and then comma month, so that means 8th. Okay, so August. Okay, so I wanted to display the 15th. Okay, so 15th August 1947. So according to the particular format, I mean the date format, the specified date it will be displayed like that. Okay, so month, in the place of month we have to give here as 8 and then comma, so and then the day. So day in the sense I'll just put here as 15. Okay, so 15 and then close the bracket. Okay, so now close the bracket, so again press enter. So now can you see 8 15, so that means August 15th 1947. So that will be the answer. Understood? So this is about the date function. Okay.
Ma'am, can you?
So this is, yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me, ma. Any doubts? So if you are having any doubts, you can put it in the chat box also. Chaitra, you are speaking something, but I am not able to hear your voice. Okay. Okay. So any doubts?
Ma'am, I'm really sorry. I just got disconnected. Could you explain the date part once more?
Yeah. So is equal to date, open bracket. You have to specify the date here. So you have to specify the year, then the month, and then the date here. Okay. So according to the specific date, you will be getting the particular format. Okay. Format of the date in the Excel, like that. Okay, so here is equal to date, open bracket. I have mentioned here as the year, month, and the date. So then you will be getting the format in the date format. So you just write down this one. I'll be right back 2 minutes. Okay.
Guys, is it just me or has ma'am's screen got stuck?
Yeah, even I can't hear her.
Can anybody hear ma'am?
No, bro, we can't hear her.
Okay.
No, we also can't hear.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. So now, can you just, you had written this about this date function. Shall I go to the next function? That is nothing but the time function. Okay. So the next one, fourth one, is about the time function. So here displays the specified time. Okay. Displays the specified time. Okay. So in the time format of Excel. Okay. In the time format of Excel. So specified time, whatever the time we specify, according to that only it will be displayed. So that is about the time. Say now for example, so what is the difference between the now and the time function? Say now is equal to time open bracket. Okay, so now here what is there? So here it is displaying here as hour, minute and the second. Okay, hour, minute and the second. So now is equal to time open bracket. So now the particular hour you have to mention. So now here I'll just mention here as 7. Okay, so now comma minute. So minute is nothing but 20. Okay, so now comma second is nothing but 2. So 1 or 2, like that you have to mention compulsorily. Okay, so now close the bracket. Okay, so now close the bracket. So and then press enter. See now I got here as 7:20 a.m. Okay, so now I got here as 7:20 a.m. So that is about the format of the time. Okay, so now here is equal to. Okay, so whenever I
Ma'am,
mention
can you
here as
explain once again?
yeah, say now is equal to time open bracket. Okay, so the specified time, whatever the time you specify there, so it will be displayed according to that particular time only. Okay, so I mean in that particular format only. So is equal to time open bracket. Okay, so now 7 comma 20. Okay, 7 comma 20 comma 2. Okay, so 7 comma 20 comma 2. So and then close the bracket. Okay, so now close the bracket. So and then press enter. Say now 7 is nothing but the hour, 20 is nothing but the minute, and then 2 whatever we mentioned there, so that is called as the second. Okay, so we have to mention in that particular format only. So now we will be getting the time here, like that. So now in the same way is equal to time open bracket and then hour. Okay, so hour this time I'll mention here as 19. Okay, so 19 comma to a minute. Minute is 20 comma second. So second I'll mention here as 2. Okay, so now close the bracket and then press enter. See now this time I got as PM. Okay, so 7:20 PM. Okay, so this is called as the 7:20 a.m. So whenever I mention here as 7 only, I'll be getting as AM, and whenever I mention here as in the format of 24 hours format, so then I'll be getting here as PM, like that. Understood, girls?
Can you repeat that PM and AM ka thing, ma'am?
Huh. Say now 24 hours we have, right? So it will be displayed according to the 24 hours format. Okay, so it will be displayed according to the 24 hours format. Say now after 12, we in the afternoon, like we will be mentioning there as 13 for 1 p.m., 14 for 2 p.m., right? So in the same way, so if I just mention here as 7, I mean hours means 7, 7 comma 20, that means the minutes, comma 2, so that means the seconds. So then we will be getting here as 7:20 a.m. Okay, so 7:20 a.m. So and then in the same way, if I mention here as is equal to time open bracket 19 comma 20. So 19 if I mention here as means 7 p.m. only, like that. Understood?
Ma'am, actually, I wasn't able to attend like the meeting before. Can you once again go through from today, now, and date once, like just like that, like
Yeah.
for
Okay, so first thing is about the today function. So it will be displaying you the current date. Okay, so it will be displaying you the current date. So is equal to today open bracket close bracket. Okay, so is equal to today open bracket close bracket. So and then press enter. Say now we'll be getting the date in the format of the Excel, like that. The current date only it will be displaying you, like that. Understood? No, so that is about the today. So now the next function is about the now. So now here is equal to now open bracket close bracket. Okay, is equal to now open bracket close bracket. Okay, so now enter. So if you press enter, so now it will be displaying you both the current time and the current date, like that. Okay, so current date and time it will be displayed. So I have mentioned here in the notes. Okay, so you can just go through this. So today means it displays the current date only. So now means it will displays the current date and time. So date is nothing but it displays the specified date in the date format of the Excel. Okay, so now let us see with the date here. Say now for example is equal to date open bracket. You have to mention the year here. Okay, so year. Okay, so which year? So that one you have to mention here. So 1947 I have mentioned. So and then comma the month you have to mention. So that means the 8th month, and then comma so 15th. So that means the day you have to mention. So then close the bracket. Okay, so now close the bracket. So and then press enter here. So now I'll be getting here the answer as 8th. Okay, so August 15th 1947. So you'll be getting the answer like this.
yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Hmm. Yes, so the time is nothing but so is equal to time open bracket. So the hours you have to mention, comma, seconds, and then the minute, hour, minute, and then the seconds you have to mention here. So accordingly to the 24 hours format only, it will be displaying you like that. Okay, understood. So this is about the time function. So next one is about the network days. Next one it is about the network days. Okay, So now the network days. So I have to mention the starting date, ending date, and the number of holidays here. Okay, starting date, ending date, and the number of holidays here. So what will happen in the case of network days? Okay, in the case of this network days, so it will be displaying you the number of days. Okay, so it will be displaying you the number of working days in a month. I mean, in the between the difference, like which you specify. Okay, so the starting date and the ending date you have to mention, and then the holidays also you have to mention. So then it will be displaying you how many number of working days are there in the within that particular period, like that. Okay. uh, Network days. So what I have to mention here, so that means it will be displaying you the number of working days. Okay, number of working days in the specified period. Okay, so within the specified period, so that is about the network days. See, now the starting date I'll just mention here. Say now starting date, see in my system, so I have the first month, date, and then the year. Okay, so it is in this particular format only. So it is first month, date, and then the year. So now the starting date we have to mention here as the first month, so January 2024. Okay, so then ending date, so again first month, 31st. Okay, so now 2024. So again then the number of holidays. Okay, so now the number of holidays, so you have to mention here so how many days we were having holiday. So that means the 15th we were having holiday, and 26th also we were having holiday. So that one we have to mention here. So first month, 15th 2024. So and then first month, 26 2024. Okay, say now is equal to, so the particular network days you have to mention here. So now is equal to network days, open bracket. Okay, so now you can just see here the starting date. So the starting date you have to mention here. Okay, so the starting date you have to mention here, so and then comma, ending date. So again you have to specify the ending date also. So and then comma, holidays. So holidays you have to specify here, so there are two holidays here. Okay, so now again close the bracket, so again press enter. So again I will be explaining you, this is very important function for you. Okay, so is equal to network days, open bracket. Okay, open bracket. So and then starting date, so you have to mention the starting date here. I mean, you have to select that particular starting date, and then comma, ending date. Okay, so and then comma, number of holidays you have to select the range here. Okay, so and then close the bracket. Okay, so now close the bracket, so again press enter. So now can you see, so the total number of working days will be 21. Okay,
Ma'am,
so
can
the
you
total
explain it
number of,
again, ma'am?
yeah. So now here I
Uh,
have mentioned tell me.
the number of holidays, like the The numbers are like,
Hmm.
the date is like somewhat like, what is the date, ma'am? Like 26, 1 to 24.
Ah, that is the date. 15th we were having holiday. No, that one I have mentioned here. That's all. 15th we were having festival. So on account of festival we were having some government holiday. So that one I have mentioned here. Again on 26th we were having holiday on account of Republic Day. So that one also I have mentioned here.
Yes, yes, ma'am, I got it, I got it.
Okay, so now so is equal to network days open bracket. So the starting date I have mentioned here, so that one wherever you have mentioned, so that particular date only you have to specify, I mean select that, and then comma. Ending date you have to select here. Okay, ending date you have to select here. So again comma, number of holidays you have to select it here. Okay, so the number of holidays you have to select it here. So and then close the bracket. Okay, so now close the bracket. So and then press enter here. So now total number of working days will be 21. Okay, so how is it 21? Shall I explain you? So how you got this as a 21? So now for example I'll just open this calendar. Okay, so everybody can see this calendar, right? So now here in this January month we are having 4 Sundays, 1 2 3 4 4 Sundays, and then Saturdays, again 4 Saturdays and 4 Sundays. Okay, so now total 8 days are gone. Okay, so total 31 days are there in January month. 31 minus 8. Okay, and then minus 2, two holidays are there. Okay, so 31 minus 10, you will be getting it as 21, like that. So according to the MNCs and all, so even Saturdays also they will be having holiday. So according to that format only MS Excel will be understanding, and it will be giving us the output. So that is about the
Ma'am,
network
how do we
days.
select all these cells, ma'am?
Uh, just click on that, that's all. Say now so just click on E2 cell, then it will be get selected, like that. Got it? So understood about the network days. So it will be displaying you the total number of working days within the specific period you specify. Okay, so say now for example here I have taken only 1 month. So you can apply that so more than 1 month also, like 3 months. Within 3 months, how many days are the working days? So that also you can just select it here. Understood?
Ma'am, can you explain how we got 21?
See, now here I have mentioned here the starting date as January 1st. Okay. So ending date as the January 31st. Okay, so in the same way you just open the calendar. Okay, so now here in this calendar we are having 4 Saturdays in January month, 4 Saturdays and 4 Sundays. Can you see the calendar? four
Yes, ma'am.
saturdays and 4 Sundays, yes. So now here so total we are having 31 days in the January month. Okay, so 31 days are there in the January month. So due to this 4 Saturdays and 4 Sundays, 31 minus 8. Okay, so 23. Okay, so 31 minus 8 will be 23. So 23 minus 2. Okay, minus 2. So you will be getting 21 as the holiday. I mean the 21 as the number of working days. Like
Okay, ma'am. Understood. Thank you.
yes. Oh.
Can you show it once again how to select it and do it again, ma'am?
So now is equal to network days open bracket. Okay, so now it is showing here as the starting date. No, so we have already mentioned the starting date here, so just click on the starting date. Okay, so just click on the starting date and then comma ending date. So which is the ending date? So you just click on the ending date. Okay, so the starting period and the ending period you have to mention. So and then comma holidays. So the total number of holidays in a month. So you just select this. Okay, so and then now close the bracket. So and then press enter here. So now, so you will be getting here as the 21. Understood?
Ma'am, if I enter, it just shows hashtag value and an exclamatory mark.
Which one you have selected?
Ma'am, I've selected the starting date, ending date, and the number of holidays.
Okay, so in which format you have written the date there? Actually, in the down in the taskbar, which for you just check it in which format you have the date. In my system, I have the first month and then the date and then the year. So, do you
Ma'am, in
have the
my
format of
laptop, it
the?
shows
Uh,
first is the date, then the month,
uh,
and then the year.
I use the same format in the starting date also.
Yes,
While you
ma'am,
are
I've used the
specifying the
same
date,
thing. Okay,
no,
okay,
no.
ma'am.
So the same thing you use there. So 1/1/2024 and 31/1/2024, like that you mention. And then number of holidays 15/1 it has to come. Okay, so understood, you got it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Ah, okay, so this is about the network days. Okay, so the next one, network days dot intl. Okay, network days dot intl. So what do you mean by this? So network days dot intl. So here is equal to network days dot intl open bracket. So now the starting date you have to select this. Starting date you have to select this and then comma ending date you have to select the select this thing ending date. So and then comma, so for in some sectors, so Sundays will not be having holiday, right? So for some people like only MNCs will be having holidays on Sundays. Okay, so so they'll not be having holiday on Saturdays, some centers, right? So that's why what you have to do, so whichever the holiday days you have, so those menu you have to select it here. So that means if you are having holiday on Saturday, Sunday, then you have to put one here. Then Sunday, Monday, if you are having holiday, then 2 here. So then Monday, Tuesday, holiday means you have to mention 3 here. So if you are having only holiday on Sundays, okay, so then you have to mention here as 11. Monday only 12. Tuesday only 13. Like that, you have to mention accordingly. Okay, so now for my center, I have holiday only on Sunday. I'm not having any holiday on Saturday. Okay, so that's why I'll just mention here as 11. Okay, 11. So and then comma. So that weekend parameter you have to mention. So and then comma. Holidays. Okay, holidays you have to mention here. Holidays in the sense, here the number of holidays you have to select it. Okay, so the number of holidays you have to select it. So and then close the bracket. Okay, close the bracket. So and then press enter. See now 25 are the working days. Okay, so according to my center, I have holiday only on Sunday. So no Saturdays are holidays. So that's why 31 minus 4 minus 2. Okay, so 31 minus 4. So minus 4 means 4 Sundays and minus 2 means 2 holidays. So 31 minus 7. So will comes to 25 like that.
Ma'am, can you explain again?
Huh. So now here is equal to network days.intl open bracket starting date you have to mention. Starting date, comma, ending date, comma, weekend parameter you have to mention here. So weekend parameter in the sense, so whichever the weekend you have. Okay, so weekend you have. So that means if you have holiday on Saturday, Sunday, you have to mention here as 1. If you have holiday on Sunday, Monday, you have to mention here as 2. Okay, so if you have only, if you have holiday on only Sunday, so then you have to mention here as 11. Okay, like that. Understanding? So now press enter. Okay, so now if I open the calendar, so you have 4 Sundays, right? Okay, and 2 holidays. Okay, so now total it is 31. Okay, minus 6. So now you will be getting here as 25. Understood?
Ma'am, can you explain one last time?
Huh. So now is equal to network days dot intl open bracket. Okay. So this is called as the starting date. So the starting date you have to mention, comma, ending date you have to mention here. Okay. Ending date you have to select it here. So and then comma, weekend parameter you have to select it here. Okay. So weekend parameter. So weekend parameter in the sense, so you will be having a 11. Okay, you will be having 11. So that means you will be having a holiday only on Sunday. Okay, so on what days you will be having holiday, so that one you have to select it here. So if you are having holiday on Saturday, Sunday, you have to mention here as 1. Okay, so if you are having holiday on Sunday, Monday, you have to mention here as 2. Okay, so then if you are having holiday on only Sunday, so then you have to mention here as 11. Okay, so now comma, number of holidays. So number of holidays I have selected. So and then press enter. So now I got the answer here as 25. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So all of you just write this formula. Understood? Shall I move on to the next one? So now the date and time functions are done. Okay, so you can even calculate the number of total days and the number of total months also. Okay, so that also you can just do it. So that is about the date and time functions. So you just practice this one. Okay. So next it is about the text functions. Okay, so next it is about the text functions. So the first one is about the upper. Okay, so the first one is about the upper. So everybody, you put the heading here as upper. Okay, so this one I have not put it in the notes, I'll just put it. So the sixth one, so you just write down network days dot intl. Okay, so displays you the number of working days in the specified period. Okay, according to the weekend parameter. Okay, according to the weekend parameter. Okay, written. Okay, so the next you write text functions. Text functions. So the first one, upper. First one, upper, converts the text into capital. Okay, so that means the uppercase. Okay, capital letter. Okay, so it will be converted into uppercase. Okay, so the selected text will be converted into the uppercase. So is equal to upper open bracket. Okay, so is equal to upper open bracket. So and then the text you have to mention within the inverted comma. So you have to mention the inverted comma. So and then you type here as NICT computer education. Okay, so whatever the text which you mention within the inverted comma, so then that one will be uh, converted into the capital letter. That one will be converted into the capital letter. So that is about the uppercase. Okay, understood? So this is about the uppercase. So the next one will be the lower. Lower. So lower in the sense, so it will be converting. So that means converts the text string into, okay, into lower case. Okay, so converts the text into lowercase. So that means the capital letters will be converted into the small letters. So now when it will be very much useful in the sense, so whenever you are applying the employees data, or else whenever you are preparing the students names and all, so the particular names you will be typing there, no, so no names in the sense like Harish, Suresh and all. Okay, so then you should be getting everything in the capital letter only. So or else while you are typing the say Mount Carmel College, okay, so the complete thing you have to be getting that in the capital letter only. So then this particular formula you have to apply. Okay, so then lower case. So lower case in the sense everything will be converted into the small letters only. Okay, so now is equal to lower open bracket. Okay, so open bracket. So either the way you can just do it. So you can just type it within the brackets, or else you can just select the B1 cell. I mean, select the particular cell which you have the data. Okay, so you can select the particular cell which you have the data. So that is about the lower. Understanding? Okay. So now close the bracket. So and then press enter. So now I got the things here as small letters only. All the capital letters will be converted into the small letters like that. Understood? Yes. So understood? You want me to repeat the function?
Yes,
Once
ma'am.
again, can you repeat the number limit?
Upper. So upper in the sense all the text will be converted into the capital letter. Okay, so all the selected things will be converted into the capital letter. Okay, so now that particular text string you have to mention within the inverted commas. Okay. Okay, so understood, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Ha. So then in the same way you have to do the lower also. So now what I have written here, what I have selected here, so I have just selected the B1 cell, that's all. Okay, I have just selected this B1 cell, that's all. Okay, so I have not selected, I mean, I have not put the data within the inverted comma. Okay, so I have not put the data within the inverted comma. Okay, so that is called, that is why it is like I have just selected that, so as the open the bracket and then I have mentioned there the particular cell address, that's all. So as B1. Okay, as B1 cell. So and then close the bracket, so and then press enter. Say now I got the answer here as NICT computer education, like that. Understood? So then next one, it is about the proper. Say now for example you will be having two names for one person. Okay, so two names for one person. So that means two names in the sense like Kala Harish. Okay, so Mala Suresh. So like that, if I have like that. Okay, so then the particular first letter should be in the capital and the rest of the letters should be in the small. Right. So that one you can do it. Okay. So the first thing you can do it. Say now the first letter you can make it the capital. So is equal to proper open bracket. So and again the text you have to select it here. Okay. So now you will be getting N as the capital, C as the capital, and E as the capital letter. Like that. Understood? So understood. So this one have you written? So the proper you write. proper. First letter of every word will be in the capital and rest of the letters will be in the small. Okay, so this one you write. Understood? Written. Written, girls. Okay, so the next one is about the dollar. Okay, so now the specified value will be converted into the currency format. Okay, currency format. That means in the dollar format. Okay, so now I'll just apply this. Okay, say now here dollar, so now is equal to dollar open bracket. Okay, so now the particular number you mention, so say for example number 76. Okay, so and then comma decimals, so I'll mention here as 2. Okay, so I'll mention here as 2. So and then close the bracket, so and then press enter. So now I'll be getting here the symbol as dollar. Understood?
Ma'am, can you show it
Ma'am,
again?
Yeah, so now here is equal to dollar open bracket, so here you have to mention the number. Okay, so any of the number you want you can just mention here. So I have mentioned here as 76 and then comma 2 I have mentioned, so I want the decimal places of 2. Okay, 2 and then close bracket, so and then press enter. So now I'll be getting the answer here as dollar 76.00, like that. understood? Okay, so till here, will you practice, girls? So now you have written this. So the notes you have to write. Okay, so you have to practice this one. Okay, so then so hope so today's session you have understood. So if you are having any doubts, so you just ask me. Okay, so are you having any doubts in the today's session?
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
ma'am, I was just asking, can you show once the today function because I tried it but I can't do it.
Okay, so now put is equal to. Okay, so is equal to today. Okay, so open bracket, close bracket, that's all. So don't put anything within the bracket. Okay, so now is equal to today, open bracket, close bracket. So and then press enter.
And ma'am, it's compulsory to write that today in caps lock?
No, 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 small only you can put, no problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so then anybody is having any queries? Okay, so then in the next class, I mean in the tomorrow's class, we will continue with the text functions. Okay, so then some financial functions I will teach. So then database functions, logical functions, lookup functions. So we will discuss about this. Okay, so then if you're having any doubts, you just ask me tomorrow. Okay, and